Hey everyone, it's Tara here. I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about something different today. My videos I wanted it to be people helping people, or people helping animals, or animals helping people. This is people helping people. 3 short stories, and it's about bus drivers, or bus driver stories. A few years back, it made the national news. Some of y'all may have seen it. But there was a 7th grader. His name was Dylan Reeves. Is Dylan Reeves still. He's not in 7th grade anymore. But he saw his bus driver in distress. And I think they said there were 66 kids on that school bus. And Dylan jumped up and was able to stop the bus. And he screamed out, "Someone call 911." He saw the bus driver having a medical emergency, and he didn't think twice, and he wasn't, I'm sure he was scared, but he stopped the bus in the middle of the road, and there's a real good chance he saved just about 70 lives. The bus driver, himself, and the other school children, they were going home from school. But he was in 7th grade, and I just think that's so heroic and so... when we turn on the news, we see so much bad. You don't even have to turn on the news. I can be scrolling through my YouTube and scrolling through my Facebook, and it just kind of pops up. But stories like that, we all need them, don't we? The interviewer, I'm sure Dylan was interviewed at least a dozen times because it did make national news. The interviewer asked his dad, what do you think made Dylan do it? Why didn't the other children? There had to be some on that school bus that was older. Why wasn't there? Why was he the only one paying attention? Dylan didn't have a cell phone. His dad wouldn't let him have a cell phone. So he was paying attention to his surroundings. That's kind of cool. My granddaughter is in the 7th grade this year, and she does have a cell phone. However, she plays softball, and when we go to those softball fields, there's sometimes 5, 6, 7 of them in the same area. And my granddaughter's parents feel like they've got to keep up with her, and I do too. So in a lot of cases, it's good for them to have a cell phone. But this one time, because this young man did not have a cell phone, he might be responsible for saving all those lives. So that's a little good news. The second story is about a bus driver in Jacksonville, Florida. And I'm not sure, Dylan's story was in April of 2023, and I'm not sure when this one was. I don't know, sorry. It could have been years ago. But the bus driver's name was Arletha Sherman in Jacksonville, Florida. And she had a student on there, which maybe graduated by now, I don't know. Her name is Anna Hobson. And she was 5 years old when they filmed this. And I'm pulling these videos down off YouTube because I've kind of got an addiction to them going right now, these feel-good stories. This little girl named Anna has neuromuscular disorder. It's kind of a rare progressive disorder. And she rides this school bus. And this school bus driver says even if she's having a bad morning, she can't wait to pick up the little girl named Anna because she's so jolly and happy and makes her day. So much so that the school bus driver, Miss Sherman, got married and asked Anna to be her flower girl. Well, Anna's in a wheelchair. So, what a good experience for Anna to be part of something like that. I don't know. It's just a feel-good story. The third story is Curtis Jenkins. He's a bus driver in Lake Highlands Elementary in Dallas, Texas. Not only do the kids hug him when they're getting off the school bus to go home, he gets them birthday cards. He buys them small gifts. There was one little girl on his bus that wrote a book, and I'm not sure if it ever got published or what have you, but it might have just been something she did in one of her notebooks or something. I don't know. But he had her a t-shirt made that had the picture that was on the front of her book, put on that t-shirt and gave it to her. And he said, I love each and every one of these kids. They're my kids. They're my community. And made each of them feel special. And when they were interviewing them, they didn't mention the gifts. They just mentioned how loving and kind he was. And looking back, it's been a while since I've been in school, but I had several school teachers that really just stood out. They seemed to go above and beyond. It looks like these bus drivers are too. I didn't ride the bus that much. I think there was a year or two that I rode the bus, and I had good bus drivers, but these bus drivers, it's just a little good news, you know? It's just these people really caring, really taking these kids to heart, and I don't know, it just warms my heart to see stories like this, and I thought I would share them. These 3 videos in particular, you can look up for yourself. I pulled them off YouTube. They are stories about acts of kindness. And these 3 were off the CBS Evening News. And I just warmed my heart to see these people doing such big things. The last story that I was telling you about, Curtis Jenkins, somebody saw him on the evening news and brought it to the superintendent's attention. And she got with the principal, and the principal already knew that he just went above and beyond for these children. And somehow or another, they bought him a new car. I'm not sure where the money came from or how they went about it. But he seemed to have a reputation of just doing great things all the time for children, you know. It's one of these. Sometimes people have the most perfect job. Like, some people are just supposed to be school teachers because they're so good at it. And sometimes it could be a nurse. It could be a fast food worker. But they're just so good at it. It's like they're just supposed to do it. And Curtis Jenkins he's one of those people. So, yay for him for getting a brand new car, and yay for the people who decided to do something, repay him for all he's doing for children. So, yeah, I just thought I'd share those stories with you, and I'm going to be coming up with some more. I haven't had a job since 2 weeks before Christmas. I was dismissed from my job, so I'm going to be catching up on some videos and making some videos, and thank y'all very much for watching.